Congratulations, Esplin Eye Center, March Business of the Month.
Hello, Spanish Fork. My name is Lance Wilson, and today we are celebrating the March Business of the Month with Esplin Eye Center. Dr. David Esplin, congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
We also have with us Jared Hales, who's on the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and we're here celebrating this wonderful honor that you've received. We're excited for you. We mentioned before we went on camera that this is not your first time to receive this award over the years, which tells me you've been around for a long time. You've been a do-gooder for a long time, so very well deserving of this award, Dave. Congratulations. For those that are viewing from home, why don't you just tell us real quick, a little bit about your business, your history here, and what you do.
Okay. So I guess first of all, I grew up here in Spanish Fork. This is where I've always called home. So when I finished school, I just knew I wanted to come back to Spanish Fork. We started practice in about 2005, and it was a brand new practice. It wasn't anything that we purchased from anyone else, so we kind of got established, really seeing no patients from scratch. And so we were in our first office for about 7 years, and then about 8 years ago we built this office and moved over here. And the people of Spanish Fork have just always been awesome. They've been so good to support us, and I really appreciate that. So, yeah. But anything else? Yeah.
So, Dave, tell me a little bit about your crew here at the practice, who you work with, and maybe a little bit about the specialties that maybe you have. I know that when I go to the eye doctor, which is you, by the way, most of my things are standard eye issues, but every now and then I have serious issues that need to be looked at. Is there anything that you specialize in or have really helped people out with? And maybe a little bit about your crew.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know, I guess I'd like to say we kind of specialize in a lot of different things, but for me, I did a medical type residency after I got done with optometry school, and that really that was up at the VA hospital in Salt Lake City, and then up at the U of U. And with that, we saw a lot of different diseases and stuff like that people suffer with that affect their visual system, not just, medical issues that are just medical, but things that can affect their visual system. So, I guess we just try to do a little bit of everything. I have a lot of patients that are, diabetics or suffering from glaucoma or macular degeneration, things like that we take care of. But I also was lucky enough to work at Primary Children's for just a little while during that residency, where we see a lot of kids as well. So, we have a good group of surgeons around us as well if we need further help and assistance with that. But we just try to have a full-scale practice here where we can take care of most of anything that we need to take care of. So,
Dr. Esplin, here at the office, you've got different rooms, and tell me what you do with them, and what are the different services that are offered there?
Sure. So yeah, here at our office we have a lot. We like to stay up on all the technology that allows us to really take care of patients and see things that maybe historically you couldn't see just by looking in someone's eyes. So all the different rooms that we have are just specialized cameras to look at every aspect of the eye, to catch medical problems or eye problems before they become a big problem, I guess. Then we have a full service optical as well. I guess we're kind of standing in our optical. And we do a lot of specialty contact lenses as well, and I have an amazing staff. That's one thing that I can always say for sure. My staff, without them, we would be absolutely lost here, but that's one thing I've always been so thankful for, is the staff that works with me. There's just kind, loving, wonderful individuals, so I think that makes all the difference in the world.
So I'm going to just brag for a moment here, a little bit on that same note about great with children. My family uses Dave. My wife's always in here for contacts. Dave knows this about her. Every year around this time of the year, it's a new renewal for contact lenses. But my daughter, a couple of years ago, late on a Friday night, got a scratch on her eyeball and was in a lot of pain, and we didn't know how serious it was, but she couldn't open her eye, and it was late on a Friday night, and I was able to get a hold of David after hours, Dr. Esplin, and sure enough, he was willing to hop in his pickup, drive from home all the way, meet us down here at the practice, and late in the evening on a Friday night was able to take care of my daughter. And to this day, she says, magic hands. Dr. Esplin's got magic hands, because he was able to take care of her on a moment's notice. And that's just the kind of service and the kind of expertise that Dr. Esplin has, and his whole clinic, his whole practice. What you guys do is just amazing, phenomenal, and very much we appreciate what you do, not just professionally for our community, but also on a civic level, the support you give to the high schools, the support you give to our Easter egg hunt, and to all the other activities that we have going on. You've just done a lot of good things for our community, so thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
Real quick.
I'd just like to second that anyone that I've talked to that has worked with Esplin Eye Center, including myself, similar experiences where just gone above and beyond because you care, it seems like. So thank you.
Just go read all the Google reviews and you'll hear some of those testimonials. It's pretty cool to see. David, real quick, why don't you tell our viewers where they can find you, a phone number, an address, a website, and so that we can get in touch with you.
Okay. So I don't have the website memorized. I Google Esplin Eye Center, I guess. That's about as good as that goes, yeah. 59 South, 400 West. We're just down by Spanish Fork High School, by the Spanish Fork Medical Clinic and Peak Physical Therapy, so in that medical complex. 801-794, and then EYES, EYES, which is 3937. So, yeah, that's our number, and that's how you can find us. But, yeah.
Well, we want to thank Esplin Eye Center for being our Business of the Month. We want to make sure we thank Macy's, who donated our wonderful cake today. And we want to also thank Pete Hansen and SFCN for all the great work they do broadcasting our events. Thank you.